Alright guys, so today we are going to be doing an shc-266 trimmer. We're going to do the carburetor on it. This customer came in, he's missing an air filter cover, air filter. And I'm pretty sure this is the right carb because I ordered the kit and it's got the same carb, but you can see that this isn't right. This goes to a different style carburetor, so I think they've replaced this whole trigger assembly, but look, it won't throttle up like this. So I'm gonna have to find a nut to go on it before going into this carb just to hold it out. This is supposed to actually be like a smooth cable and like no threads on it that sits into a brass piece that's in there. But it's basically going to be the same idea as far as hooking up the cable. Yours will just probably slide into that brass part that comes with the carburetor. Other people get a hold of these things and they kind of hack it through it. So we have to do what we got to do to get through this, Kill cables aren't connected. It looks like a wire's disconnected down here. And this is just unplugged. Yeah, they had crimped it on before and that didn't work out. I'm just going to do the carburetor. I'll reconnect the wires and stuff afterwards. I'm just going to splice them together. Alright, so first thing you do is you take off your little wing nut to your air filter cover, pop that and the air filter off. All the stuff comes in a kit that you'll need for this job. Here, I'll pop this bugger open. You'll see it's super cheap for this kit. And it's got everything you could possibly need. Hold on, let me pop it open. So, it's got your air filter, got a spare air filter. I'll see if I can find a cover for this in my pile of spare parts and junk parts and whatever I've got laying around. Comes with 4 extra primer balls. Comes with extra, well, no, only the 1 filter. Fuel filter, spark plug, and a carburetor. See, this carburetor's got this brass thing, and this is supposed to be smooth. It slides right in, and then you hook the throttle cable up. But we're going to unscrew this. We're going to put a nut on this guy and make it work properly the way it's supposed to. With what they've got on this, it's what it is. And then I'll, tie the extra air filter off to the side so he's got a spare air filter later. Alright, so all this will be in the description below. Super cheap. Just click on it. I use hundreds of these a week, so I don't have any problems. Once every couple months I may get one that doesn't work, and it's bearable at the price these things are. All right, Phillips head, you can take these 2 out, and the price these are, you could literally buy 4 of these kits for 1 carburetor out of the Echo dealer. All right, 2 Phillips heads coming apart, so you want to pull the air filter cover. Oh, look, it's kind of sticking. Or pull the air filter cover off the carburetor. I'm gonna need both hands. It's kind of sticking. Remove the fuel lines like this. We can pull this up and out of the way. I just cut the fuel lines off because I'm going to put all brand new in there. We're going to go ahead and take this throttle out. So you just move this guy back like this. You'll turn this part with a screwdriver so that it aims this way and you can get the cable out just like that, and then you just flip the cable out of the slot just like that. Boom. Now we're gonna go ahead and pop this grommet out. Oh, not a Phillips head, need a flathead. You can stick it under the grommet, use the gas cap as a pry spot, and you just pop it on out. There it is. Alright, now drain the tank out, make sure it's completely clean and dry. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and hook this fuel line up, or fuel filter up to one of these fuel lines, not the one that has the vent, just one of the other ones. Just like that. And then we're going to take this fuel line that the filter is hooked up to, and we're going to pull it this way so it makes it shorter up top than the other one. That way you know that this one, is a fuel line and the other one is the fuel line with filter and the other one is not. And when we hook everything up, you can always pull it back out. If you need more of it, you can just pull it back out. This is just so you know which is which. Just like that. Now you know the short one is the filter one. All right, now we're going to go ahead and stick this down into the gas tank. Get it all the way. Make sure it slides all the way in to the gas tank itself. Push the grommet down in. Boom. This goes up in here. Goes up. Right? Yeah, it goes up in there. Somehow. There we go, like that. That's the vent, the fuel vent. Then, oh, wait a minute. Nope, you know what? Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work right yet. I gotta do that after this. So we gotta get this on first, then do the fuel vent. So let's go ahead and get this set on there, like that. Then we gotta go around with the fuel vent and get it in to where it goes, like that. Make sure you got the gasket still between this plastic and this vent. Very important you have that on there. It'll kind of look like this. The small holes go on the bottom side. These small holes are the vacuum lines for the this line right here. That's the fuel pump vacuum line. It runs the fuel pump out. It's built into your carburetor. Right. Hold on. This one, because they've got this thing switched up. Alright, so I put a nut on this one because it's the wrong setup and everything, and I'm going to have to take this brass piece out. But normally you would just tighten this in, and then you would slide it onto that and then hook up your cable. But I'm going to take this out and then slide this whole thing in. Slide the cable in and push it down into that barrel, just like that. And then this one, obviously, I'm going to adjust the nut on. But the original one, you would just adjust this one out to take up any of the slack on this cable. So when you gave it throttle, it would give full throttle. Like right now, it's not giving full throttle. It's almost there. So we got to just take up the slack. And that's what this nut's going to do for us. That they didn't have. Almost there. So on yours, you would turn it turn counterclockwise if you're looking at it, but clockwise if you're faced like this. Let's get it all the way up, nice and snug. Boom, full throttle, idle. That's it right there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and put on the choke assembly onto the carburetor. Make sure the choke is facing towards the recoil. Slide it in place. Like that. Then the gasket, I'm using the old one because it's thick, but it does come with a new one. I'm just going to use the old one. On there. Alright, so now we got fuel lines we're going to have to hook up. So the one on the right is the big nipple, that goes to the filters. The one on the left is the little nipple, that goes to the return line. So the big nipple is the filter line, that's the short line. So we got all the fuel lines hooked up. Oh, this one's kind of come out. I'm going to get in there with needle nose and put it back on tight. We got the throttle hooked up properly. Everything's looking good so far. Gas in the gas tank. Then we're going to prime. Make sure we're hooked up right. There it is. It's hooked up right. If it didn't prime, it could be the fuel lines are backwards. If you look in there and you see foamy bubbles, that's because the air is going through the filter and foaming out, and you got your lines backwards. Just switch them. But everything's hooked up right. So the blades are stuck right now, but it is running. The blades are stuck, so we're gonna have to loosen them up. But that's how you do the carburetor section of this. Then you put your air filter on, put your air filter cover. I'm gonna see if I can find him one of them. Oh no, it goes that way. Like this, boom, air filter cover, tighten it on, and you're done. Again, all these parts will be in the description below. It's a whole kit. This helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you want to do any advertising on my channel, message me. I'll be more than happy to have a sponsor.